Can we skip tonight, Ethan? I just need some space. Her voice was soft, too soft, like someone walking on broken glass, afraid of making noise. I stood there, my hands still wet from washing the dishes, staring at the message on my phone. We'd planned dinner, our Friday night ritual, the one constant that had survived job changes, fights, and 2 years of quiet distance that neither of us dared to name. Sure, I typed back. Take all the space you need. I even added a smiley face at the end. It was the kind of mask men wear when their gut is screaming that something's wrong, but their heart won't let them believe it. But when she didn't reply, the silence hit heavier than her words. By 9 p.m., our house felt like a stranger's home. The lights were dim, the couch still smelled like her perfume, vanilla and jasmine, always perfectly timed before she left for yoga class or late meetings. I poured myself a drink, scrolled through old pictures of us. Her laughing, hair blowing in the wind, sunlight catching the gold flecks in her eyes. I missed that version of her. The one who used to hold my hand even when we fought. But lately she'd been fading. Emotionally first. Then physically. Too many extra hours. Too many nights where she came home smelling like expensive cologne that wasn't mine. Still, I told myself it was stress. Overthinking. Marriage does that to you. You start convincing yourself that your fears are just imagination. But that night my imagination turned real. At 10:37 p.m. I got a notification. Her location pinged on my shared Find My app. Strange. She'd never turned it off before. She was supposed to be at the hospital. On call, she'd said. But the dot blinked somewhere across town. A residential area. Not the hospital. My chest tightened. Logic tried to speak. Maybe she was visiting a friend, maybe she'd forgotten to mention something. But logic sounded weak against the thudding in my chest. I grabbed my jacket and keys, drove with hands that trembled every time I gripped the wheel. The rain had started, slicing through the windshield in sharp streaks. Every red light felt like an eternity. And when I finally reached the address, I parked 2 houses away and killed the engine. It was a small apartment complex. Modern, quiet, hidden behind tall oaks. The kind of place you'd choose if you didn't want to be found. Through the curtains of apartment 203, I saw movement. Shadows. Then I saw her. Mia. My wife. She was standing close to someone, a man, his back turned toward me. She laughed. Not the fake kind she gave me lately. The real one, the one I hadn't heard in months. She touched his arm. He leaned in. And in that small, agonizing moment, something inside me split open. The kind of heartbreak you can't scream through. The kind that bleeds quietly. I wanted to rush in, to demand answers, to break something, anything. But I didn't move. Couldn't. I just stood there, drenched in rain, watching my world shrink to the space between their smiles. When she came home the next morning, I was sitting at the table. 2 cups of coffee. One untouched. She froze. Her face was pale, eyes wide, lips parted but silent. Rough night. Yes. My voice sounded too calm. Yeah, you know. Long shift. She smiled weakly. You didn't have to wait up. Hospital food any good these days? Her hand tightened on her purse. What? I said. I leaned back, eyes locked on hers. Is the hospital food worth staying out all night for? She blinked, confusion fading into realization. The silence between us grew sharp, dangerous. Ethan, it's not what you think. Then tell me what I should think. Her eyes darted to the window, to the floor, anywhere but me. I just needed space. I've been under pressure, Anne. And what? He helps you breathe better than I do. That broke her composure. She stepped back, hand covering her mouth. Tears filled her eyes, but I couldn't tell if they were real or rehearsed. Please, she whispered. Don't make this ugly. I laughed. A low, bitter sound. It's already ugly, Maya. I just didn't want to see it. She confessed in fragments. Coworker. Few months. It wasn't serious, she said. It just happened. I stared at her, trying to find the woman I'd built a life around. But all I saw was someone who'd already left long before that night. You said you needed space, I murmured. I just didn't know it meant space in someone else's bed. Her tears fell then. She reached for me but I moved back. For the first time I didn't care if she cried. 4 years I'd been the one fixing things. Every fight, every misunderstanding. But not this time. This wasn't a crack. It was a canyon. And I was done building bridges. That night I packed her things quietly. No shouting. No scene. Just the sound of zippers and broken promises. She watched me, trembling, whispering my name as if it still meant something. Ethan, please. We can work this out. I stopped, turned to her and said softly. You said you needed space. I'm giving you all of it. Her lip trembled. Where will you go? I don't know. But wherever it is, it'll be somewhere I can breathe again. I left her standing there in the doorway, rain washing the tears off her face. Weeks passed. I moved into a small apartment overlooking the city. The nights were still lonely, but quieter. Honest. Sometimes I'd wake up reaching for her, only to find cold sheets. But with every sunrise, it hurt a little less. Love, I realized, doesn't die in one moment. It fades in layers. And sometimes betrayal isn't the end. It's the beginning of remembering who you were before you forgot yourself trying to keep someone else. She wanted space. I gave her forever. And in losing her, I finally found peace.